Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for what energy is coming into your life. So what we're going to do to actually expand this is we're going to see what the energy is at present in your life, the current energy. We're going to see what energy is leaving your life, and then we'll also see what energy is coming in. And so let's go ahead and pick a deck. Number 1, my angel deck. Number 2, my wildwood deck. Or number 3, my enchanted tarot. So once you have chosen your deck, you can fast forward to receive your message. Let's get started. And if you're interested, you can head over to promiseharmony.com/services to receive your own personal reading. So we're going to pull your current energy from my angel deck. You chose number 1. So current energy, forgiveness, actualization, extraordinary, and vulnerability. So this makes a lot of sense. Sometimes what's keeping us from moving forward in life is unforgiveness of ourselves or others, because this can keep us caught in old stories and old dialogues and old just memories and old excuses of why we can't move forward. So forgiveness really has to do with yourself. It's not about allowing anybody who has hurt you or abused you to continue doing that. It's not about permitting that or accepting that or saying that's okay, what they did or what they're doing. Forgiveness is more about yourself and not carrying that toxic energy around with you of the blame and the shame and the guilt. It's about just cutting the cord and leaving that in the past. You know, and part of caring for yourself and having self-care is not continuing to put yourself in situations where you know certain people are going to be treating you like that. And so that's part of forgiveness as well, is taking good care of yourself. So forgiveness has more to do with not allowing yourself to carry that energy around and taking good care of yourself. And so forgiveness does not mean that you pretend like something never happened and you let it go and you go back around anybody or anything or any situation that's going to harm you. So forgiveness also has to do with cutting the cords and shutting the door on anything, any lower negative or toxic energy that's holding you in the past. And so once you can address this, you can move forward. Also, I'm getting so many downloads about forgiveness right now. Another message about forgiveness is that it's being kind to yourself, because it's also forgiving yourself. You know, not being so hard on yourself, feeling like, oh, I messed up, or I lost my chance, or, being hard on yourself, your self-esteem, like the way that you look, or the shape that you are, the size that you are, the weight that you are, the way you look, any of your body parts or anything. Like, this is not being hard on yourself for the way that you look, for anything you've said in the past or anything you've done. Sometimes we play these old tapes over and over of the things we've said and done, and we can be so like hard on ourselves. Our inner critic can just go very hard on ourselves sometimes. And so they're telling you to forgive yourself and not carry around any self-blame or hate or guilt anymore, and just allow yourself to start new and start fresh. You know, every day truly is a new beginning. And if there's any situations or places or people or habits that are keeping you stuck in these old dialogues and these old habits and ways of being, forgiveness is cutting that out as well, to move forward and to be fresh. And so this is kind of big, but they're saying this is what you're working on right now. And so now you're able to actually move forward into a beautiful, brighter, and better future. Actualization means actually doing something. So it's like maybe right now you're starting to research and starting to gather tools and materials and supplies you need to move forward on whatever your desires are right now. Maybe it's related to your health, or maybe, you know, starting a new diet, or a new workout routine, or just eating more healthy organic fruits and vegetables, trying veganism or vegetarianism. Or maybe it has to do with your job and creating a job that's more in alignment with you. Maybe it's just creating more peace in your life. Maybe it's just creating more self-love. But they're saying now it's time for you to move forward and actualize your dreams. They're reminding you that you have an extraordinary purpose here. There's a reason that you have the dreams and the goals and the desires that you have. This is what's in alignment for you. But in order to move forward right now, you might actually have to be vulnerable. You might have to be willing to put yourself out there. Like with me, in order to move forward with my desires and my inner guidance on like starting this YouTube channel and just like wanting to express myself, I had to actually, you know, get on camera and do that whole thing. And so, you know, being vulnerable, it's really weird and it's hard sometimes. And it can be awkward, but it's worth it because you get to connect with others. You get to really flow your purpose through, and it feels extraordinary. It feels amazing doing what you love. And so some of you guys are being called to be vulnerable in some way, like marketing like a project or a service, or maybe reaching out if you want to help or donate to others or learn something new, applying for new jobs, applying for school, stuff like that. So very interesting. That's where you're at. Current energy, big energy is coming into your life. So what's the energy of the past? And then we'll see what energy is coming in. So we see visualization, creativity, and enthusiasm. So it seems like in the recent past, you were just very focused on trying to really set a clear intention and clear vision of what you wanted when it came to your creativity. So chances are, if you chose this one, you're a very creative person and you want to find a way to make this into like your job or your work, or spend more time doing it, or just get to the next level, or maybe you want to share it with others. And so you're visualizing a more creative life, a life that's more fun and where you're working with your hands or you're using your mind. And this would be a lot more fun for you. I feel like this is where your energy and your passion is. I know so many of you guys are drawn to this channel because you're very creative. I'm very creative, so I know if you're drawn to me and my energy, you're probably also very creative. And maybe you're just not the kind of person that wants to live a life where you're working at a desk and on a computer, you know, or maybe you don't want to be, you know, punching numbers or just punching the clock every day. You want to do something that's really fulfilling. And some of you guys who are watching have already gotten your way into that industry or taking those first couple steps. But there's a group of you guys who are watching this one right now where you are just on the edge and you haven't really like made the leap or started the path. And so it's like those of you guys, I feel like this really applies to, because you're visualizing, how can I take a step forward with my creativity, you know, as an entrepreneur or as a small business owner or even as a student. So interesting. Now let's go ahead and see what energy is coming in. What energy is coming in? This is what we're here for. You guys are probably looking at this one going, what? I will explain. Okay, so it's gonna go down, okay? And it's probably going down right now. I feel like a lot of this retrograde energy and eclipse energy around you right now, and if you're watching this reading in like sometime in the future, not around this time, I still feel like this holds true. Just a lot of energy of change around. And some adversity coming into your life, revolving decisions you need to make about your future, about your path, about how you're going to spend your time, how you're going to draw abundance to you, how you're going to use your gifts and talents to create abundance for yourself and also bless others. So this has a lot to do with just your purpose, your soul mission. And so the energy that's coming in is a little bit of adversity because there is some grief due to the fact that there's changes you have to make. And I feel like there's some things in your life that could have happened unexpectedly because this Uranus retrograde, this Mercury retrograde has a way of doing that to us, of kind of just like dropping something into our experience or taking something and kind of helping us to readjust. And usually it's just a shortcut to a place of better alignment. Usually it's just a shortcut to something we've already been asking for and trying to manifest. But at the time, as we're shedding these layers, it's like energetically it feels like this loss. And so I feel like there's been some grief related to a loss in your life, but they want you to have hope. And they're saying that your spirit guides, your angels, are trying to communicate with you. So pay attention to any like angel numbers like 222, 444, 111. Maybe pay attention to your dreams. I've been getting so many like symbols and messages in my dreams lately. It's been so interesting. Very vivid dreams around the time of all these eclipses. And I always tell people sometimes like a song on the radio can be a message or something someone says to you like really resonates or lifts you up and you're like, oh, that's my message for today. And so just be open to learn from your experience is what this is telling you. And they want you to surrender. I feel like the energy that's coming in is going to help you be in a place where you're open to the infinite opportunities. So overall, the energy that's coming in for you, signs. The energy overall that's coming in is communication and signs. Look out for the communication and signs for the next step you're supposed to take. I hope that that resonates with you. I'm sending you so much love and light with this reading. Peace out. Okay, so if you choose my Wildwood deck, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what the energy is, first of all, that is in your life at present. So your current energy, the current energy around you. So for you, I feel like there's this new career path you want to take or you've like just started. It's something that's in the works, whether it's like you've been envisioning it or you've just got it going. Maybe it's been going for like a year or two or something like that. And they're saying you're in a good flow with this, but there's a lot of doubt and anxiety around this because it's still in the beginning stages. And so what I'm seeing is this visual of this like seed that's been planted and this little sprout that's come up. And you're looking at it and you're watering it and you're attending to it, and you know that this sprout is going to end up to be a beautiful bush of flowers. But right now it's just a little sprout. And so it's like looking at that and judging that and worried if it's going to really turn into something. Doubting it, you know? And I feel like that's where you're at right now with your life. It's amazing that you planted the seed and you got that growth. They want you to celebrate where you're at right now on the journey and be willing to face your fears and do what you need to do next in order to get more growth. There comes a point sometimes where you've got to fertilize the soil, or sometimes you have to like make sure that it's not getting too much water, or like change some things with how you're treating the plant. And so it's about making little adjustments as you go and staying conscious of the growth you're making. And I feel like this is about you getting something off the ground right now at current. And so it might have to do with your creativity. This is talking about how You're getting really rooted creatively and taking steps in this area of your life. So far this reading seems to have a theme. Number 1 was a little bit similar to this, but I feel like for you it's talking more about the energy current is about facing these doubts and fears that you will be successful. They're telling you to see the success you've already had in your life. You've already had so much success. Those of you guys who are watching, that's a message coming out for everyone. You've had so much success. Celebrate it, and know that more is coming. You are enough. This moment is enough. I feel like that's your mantra for the next couple weeks. This moment is enough. I am enough. Keep your goals. Keep grinding. It's going to take a little time. So that's the message for current. Let's see what energy is leaving your life now. So in the past, I feel like before you kind of got into the hustle you're in right now, you had to really surrender your will. You had to let some things go because the way you were living your life, the lifestyle you had, the routine, the habits you had, maybe even a person. This could be talking about a breakup or having to let someone go or just spend less time around someone or a group of people. Maybe letting go of a toxic work environment. So making a lot of changes to make the space so that you have now in your life where you're really grinding, getting stuff together. And so this is telling you that you empowered yourself from the past. And so very positive energy. You let things go, you empowered yourself, you move forward. You are doing awesome. Let's go ahead and see the energy that is coming into your life now. That's why we're here. What energy is coming into your life? Oh, wow. Really good energy coming in for you. I feel like seeing the past and then seeing the present, I can just see this steady growth. Steady growth. It's only getting better from here. Now we see this energy reversed. The darkness, the doubt, that's reversed. And partly because you've made some new friends or you're collaborating with some new people who are really boosting your confidence and are bringing some great, excuse me, some great vibes into your life. Excuse me. And so there's like this energy of celebration and connection, and this is coming in the next couple months. I feel like something around your home could change too. It could have to do with someone that you're dating. Remember, this is a general message, may not apply to everyone. For some of you guys who are watching, you're moving in with someone or you're getting married, or there's an energy of people coming together in the home. This could also be talking about a relationship that's moving forward, a relationship that is coming together. And so what I also see for you is taking a new path. Like, you've been through so much, but now you're able to recognize your opportunities. You've empowered yourself. There's a lot of mystery surrounding your future, but one thing's for sure, you're taking a risk. You're starting over. You really are letting go of the past. You're ready to take a leap of faith. You're having blind faith. You're letting go of all the situations that don't serve you. And you're not second guessing yourself. And so it's like you're continuing to move towards your dreams. And you're still being extremely creative. This is the boredom card reversed. And so you didn't even have time for that. You're slaying it. And you're pursuing your freedom. And so for those of you guys who chose this one, like, keep going. Oh my gosh, you guys are really slaying it. Your energy right now, if you just keep it up, this is where it's headed. You're going to be attracting a soulmate or at least some kindred friendships into your life, because when you get more into alignment with your goals and you're moving towards your desires, you don't have to be like killing yourself over it, breaking your back over it. So for some of you guys who will be, it is kind of a grind energy behind this reading, but I see this message that you're attracting the right people into your life because of that. It's a higher frequency. Keep going. You're leaving so much behind. You're empowering yourself. Like, beautiful, beautiful energy. And so I hope that this message resonates with you. I'm sending you so much love and light with this reading. Peace out. So, Now we're moving on to my Enchanted Tarot. So what energy, well, I'm just going to say, what energy are you experiencing at present? Choices to be made for sure is what I'm seeing. Right now, you're getting ready to make some big choices. You're kind of dipping your toe in the pond with something here. This is saying that you reap what you sown. And so very soon you're going to be seeing the harvest from the past couple months, the work that you've done, the desires you've put out, the effort you've put in, the momentum you've created. There's an opportunity coming to you. And I feel like this has something to do with love, because we're seeing the King of Hearts and we're also seeing the Ten of Hearts. And so the Ten of Hearts is a really awesome card. Like, where you're at right now is not too bad, because this is the success card. It's saying, like, at present, you're aware of how successful and respected you are. You've attained a goal that's brought you lasting happiness. You might want a reward. Your reputation is enhanced. Somebody successful has helped you out or something like that. This is a card mentioning that you found your spiritual family. You really have gained respect. And so this is about being at a really good place in your life. But then we see the devil and we're like, what? What's going on here? Is this devil the King of Hearts? What I'm seeing about this devil card is honestly being tempted. Tempted by lust or by love or by some situation. Let's pull some more cards. Excuse me, oh my gosh. I have the fan on in here and it's so dry. I didn't bring my tea with me today. I've done a lot of readings today, you guys. So my voice has sounded so shot in the last few videos. A lot of readings. It's been fun though. Yeah, this is saying I'm like really shook by this current energy. For some of you guys, there's basically all I can say current energy. May not apply to everybody, but you chose this one for a reason. There's something going on in your love life. Current energy, it's just very heavy, and it's probably because of these eclipses and everything, bringing stuff up, but something about, like, betrayal or maybe, like, being seduced by someone or an energy of someone coming into your life. For some of you guys, I feel, like, because of the Devil card, it kind of has this feeling of like a complicated situation. But then for some of you guys, I do feel like it's a positive message that love is going to conquer all. It just, maybe right now things are just kind of weird because of these vibes and these energies and transitions and shifts we're going through. So what's going to be interesting is to look back at the past to see what's going on with this energy, like, and what's leaving your life. So what energy is leaving your life? Okay, so this is really good. Confusion. This is talking about confusion and indecision. This is talking about how in the past, the recent past, you were going through a big reevaluation in your life. Part of it had to do with love, kind of thinking, okay, like, where am I at? Do I want to commit my energy to this person anymore? For some of you guys, this could be like, do I really want to commit my energy to this contract anymore? Could have to do with your house and where you're living, or some kind of possession you have or something like that. But for some of you guys, this is about love. And so I see in the past that you let go of your confusion and you made a choice to move forward. And so this is interesting. So this is what we're here for. We want to see what energy is coming into your life. Whoa, we see the King of Hearts again. So this energy in your love life is going to continue forward a little bit. Yes, there's anxiety around this situation, the King of Hearts. Somebody who is coming into your life or who has come into your life to declare love to you, to want to connect with you. And I feel like this is the Ace of Swords saying that it's going to work out. Same thing with the Six of Swords, but right now there's this big transition going on. And so this is talking about how a difficult cycle is ending and the passage is going to be smooth once you pass a few waves of transition. So a test is going to be passed. You're going to be able to be a lot more calm and centered. There's going to be a positive transition that's going to be made from one state to another. And so things are changing, things are moving forward in your future. Ace of Swords is talking about... Oh, I actually wanted to read this to you guys from the Ace of Swords. This is saying in your near future, you're going to be making long-term goals and initiating them. The passage in the book reads, some destruction may be necessary to cut away the dead wood to make way for something new, but do not use force or manipulation. So it's like out with the old, in with the new energy. So maybe this is a complicated kind of love situation, but in the future, there's a little bit of anxiety around it, but it's like you're cutting cords of any chains and just old situations and old feelings, old doubts that are keeping you separated in love. And I see you making this connection or strengthening this relationship in the future. So I hope that this resonated with you. If you're interested to receive your own personal reading, you can head over to promiseharmony.com/services. Also, feel free to leave suggestions below for my future pick a card readings. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I will see you guys again soon for another reading. Peace out.